Hello and welcome. I am Nina and this is my coaching website. If you're watching this video, it's hopefully because you are thinking about making the jump into finding a one-on-one personalized coach. And I'm here to tell you that it might be me. The reason why I'm making this video is because although there's so much information on my coaching website about my areas of focus, my approach, the reality is that if we work together, it's really important for me, as I'm sure it's important for you, to feel like there's a fit. And the way you're gonna know if it's a fit, even if you aren't ready to set up an initial consultation with me, is to meet me. And the way you're gonna meet me is on video. It's 2020, that's how we're gonna meet. If we work together, we're gonna be doing one-on-one video consultation. So I thought a video might be a good way to get to know me a little bit and understand who I am and, you know, what gives me the qualifications and the experience to dole out advice and dole out coaching support. So first, let me do probably the most talking I'm gonna do about myself in the entire time that we work together, which is who am I? What's my deal? Now, I do have some of this information written below for those of you who would rather just peruse and read and don't really care about these things. That's okay. But for those of you who do care and want to get to know me a little better, hi! I am Nina. I am Nina Jacinto. I am a working HR people operations professional by trade. That is my full-time work and my full-time career. And this private coaching has spun out of many years of doing a similar type of work in workplaces, mostly in the nonprofit sector, now a little bit in the tech sector. So let's talk about that first. I have been in a career involving guiding, coaching people, and building processes that support people for 10 years now. So I hit the decade mark, which is exciting. And in my time, I have had the chance to work with executives, work with managers, work with people younger in their career, working with people who are new to developing their skills in the workplace. And as a result, I have gained a lot of experience through professional development of my own and in just working with a lot of different people in a lot of different sectors and a lot of different roles. Being in HR, for those of you who might be in HR, you know that it is an incredible and accelerated experience into understanding how to work with people, understanding how to communicate. And I have been really fortunate to have a lot of professional development resources in my career that I think have obviously supported my own development, but have allowed me to coach and advise and consult with others over the years. Now I want to do that more one-on-one in a private coaching session, because one of the biggest factors to being successful in your life and in whatever area you want to cultivate is you have to be willing and ready to do the work. And the difference between the work that I've done in my career in sort of workplaces is that not everyone wants your guidance and coaching. But chances are, if you're watching this video and you're thinking about it, you are on some level really searching for this, right? And I think that creates a better working experience, which is why private coaching has kind of always called to me. So that's a little bit where I am on the career front. I love my full-time work. I don't anticipate myself stopping it anytime soon. I get to learn and use a lot of best practices there. And now I want to take years and years of experience working in people operations and in HR, and I want to bring them to people who might not have had the greatest managers, who might not have ever had professional development, and to help bolster your career when you may not have that support in your day-to-day lives or in your workplace. So career coaching is a really big focus for me. It's where a lot of my experience is. Second area of expertise and experience that I'm going to bring to you is around fitness and wellness. And I will say up front, this is the area that is the most vulnerable for me to share with you. I struggled to figure out if I was really going to do fitness wellness coaching, right? When I look in the mirror, I still have those days where I'm like, what gives me the right to tell other people about their fitness goals, right? Like, I do not look like an influencer. I do not look like a wellness coach. I don't compete. I don't do mini cuts. I'm a real person living a real life, and thinking about my health and my wellness is one small part of my life. And that means that I'm gonna eat a brownie or I'm gonna eat a cookie. And I don't mean like a protein powder cookie, okay? I really, really believe that everyone has their own path to figuring out what works for them. And I have been on this path for many years now. I joined my first gym in 2013. I never looked back. I have really done a lot of work to build a fitness routine that really works for my own goals. I feel really comfortable sharing my own challenges and my own struggles around working out and around diet and around optimizing our health, when also juggling other things like wanting to live a really fun, joyful life, wanting to connect with people, and, you know, wanting to connect around things like food. I think especially for women, our relationship to our bodies is extremely hard to separate out from cultural norms, cultural expectations, societal norms, patriarchy, all of those things. I am not going to be able to help you completely disassociate these things. There's just no way. If you're living in the world, if you're on the planet Earth, people are gonna have opinions about your bodies. People are gonna have advice for you about your bodies. My goal when I talk about fitness coaching is, how do you develop the habits you want to develop for your health? How do you stay consistent in your wellness goals? I'm not gonna tell you what I think you should do with your body. That's what you have to tell me. I can give you best practices, I can tell you about my own experience, but I'm gonna walk a fine line with you where I'm not gonna comment and judge where you are with your health and fitness and wellness goal. That's for you to decide. All you can do is figure out, well, what are the goals that I wanna set? What might be some things I want to do? Why have I set these intentions and these goals? And then someone's going to help me get there. I'm going to help you get there, right? And I'm going to work with you really closely on this. But my intention is to hold space with you around something that people already have plenty of opinions around. I'm not trying to add another opinion and another best practice. I'm trying to help you navigate an already oversaturated market and an already oversaturated narrative around, here's what your body should look like, here's the kind of diet you should be on. I'm gonna try to guide you through not what should you be doing, but what would you like to be doing? What kind of life do you want to be living? And what are the kinds of habits you can form in your health and your wellness routine that will support that life? That is a really strong tenet. It's a really important guiding force in my own life, and I really want to be able to share that with others because that methodology has changed my life. It's changed my relationship with my body. Have I lost weight in the last couple of years? Yes. Am I thinking about, you know, what kind of diet is going to best support and meet my goals? Yes. I'm not saying that those things will not come up, but what I'm saying is I don't believe that everyone should be living the life of a bodybuilder. I don't believe that everyone should be living the life of a CrossFit or fitness instructor. So how do we separate out all of these messages and get to the framework that works for you? That's why I'm here. That's what I'm gonna help you with. So that is my second area that is just so near and dear to my heart. I can't wait to talk to you about it. The third area, okay, maybe the most vulnerable area for some of you. I know for me, fitness is my biggest area of vulnerability of these three things. Budget and finances. Okay, let's just throw it out there. I am a big budgeting finance geek, shall we say. And I have not always been that way, okay? Let's go to, let's say 2012, 2013, when I really started budgeting, switched over to budgeting software, really developed tenets for managing my finances. when I look back on those days, sometimes I've like gotten over the shame around it, but sometimes I cannot believe how much higher my net worth would be, how much more money I would be making now if I had started budgeting and financing sooner. Am I saying it's too late for you? No, absolutely not. Because I have been really seriously managing my personal finances for years, and I have been able to make tremendous achievements around managing my budget, getting my finances under control, being able to live a life that I love and can afford. We're gonna dig into this a lot. The level of success that I have achieved in my life is truly something I never could have envisioned, even when I was 20, 25. And now that I'm turning 35, I am in a really good place with my finances, and I really trust myself to make sound financial decisions. My goal is to help you think through the tenets of solid financing and budgeting. I'm telling you that if you do not know where your money goes, there is no way you can be truly financially successful. If you are scoffing at this, that's okay. That resistance is completely natural. I was like that myself. Let's talk about it. It is not just about how much money you make. There are plenty of people that are making well over 6 figures that do not have wealth, that do not have net worth, and that do not have capital. Let me point again to influencers buying Rolls Royces and Birkins. I'm not saying that you can't buy those things and also be financially sound and stable, but be careful of those messages, because if you're spending money excessively, it does not always mean that you are wealthy or that you are rich or that you are meeting your financial goals. So again, we're going to decide what your financial goals are, and we're going to go from there. We're going to figure out what are your spending habits. We're going to figure out what kinds of financial challenges are you dealing with. Are you trying to pay down debt? Are you trying to support other people? And where do you want to be? What are the things that you want to put money into when you think about your wildest dreams? Is it being able to travel places one day? Is it being able to fly first class? Is it being able to completely support your family and friends and never have to worry about it if they ask you for money? Is it about being able to retire when you're 40? We're going to talk about these things, okay? There are a lot of resources that will support all of these things. There are platforms, there are methodologies. I'm going to tell you the methodology that worked for me. It is going to be astoundingly simple. The rules for personal budgeting are simple, but they are challenging to adopt. And I think having a coach that's going to help you figure out what your financial goals are and then going to figure out how do we get there is going to be critical. Not everyone is going to be the kind of person who just wakes up, reads some books, and knows exactly what to do with their finances. That's not how it works. And especially, you know, if you're living in the US, for most of us, we do not get a lot of financial literacy education. When I think about the fact that I really only learned about how to manage my finances after high school, after college, well into my career, it really bums me out that we don't have more educational infrastructure dedicated to managing our finances. And so many things inform our finances, how we grew up, you know, what our caregivers taught us about money, what our relationship is and our stigma is around money. All of those things we're going to talk about, and we're going to talk about how they shape the kind of financial goals you should set and the kinds of financial best practices that you should be adopting in your own financial journey. So that's area number 3. I am so excited for us to work together. And I think that if any of these areas resonates with you, I would love to chat. As you see down below, I do obviously an initial complimentary consultation for us to talk more, for me to talk a little bit about methodology, for me to get a sense of what kinds of goals are you really thinking about, and obviously to talk in a little bit more detail about how my sessions are set up. So if you at all want to talk further, please schedule time with me. I would love to hear from you. I would love for you to reach out and let's see if we're a fit. I know that making an investment in yourself and making an investment in effectively right now a stranger to say this person's going to help me get my shit together is a huge risk. And there are a lot of thoughts that go into our head. I can imagine folks being like, do I want to spend money doing this when I'm having budgeting challenges and financial challenges? I don't know. I can't answer that for you. But what I can say is if we work together, it's because I feel very confident that I can support and guide you, and that I feel that you're ready to change your life. And I don't know what part of that life you're trying to change. It could be one of the sections we've talked about today. It could be multiple sections. Here are the things that I really want you to take away from this video. One, I want you to get a sense of who I am. I want you to get a sense for my mannerisms. This is it, you guys. This is me. For people who know me, you're nodding along at this point. I really try to show up as authentically as possible in whatever space I'm in, be it at work, be it in my own life, and be it in this one-on-one coaching relationship. So if we work together, it's pretty much gonna be like this. And I'm not gonna hide who I am just so that you can feel like you're getting the most perfect, wonderful coach ever. I promise you I'm going to try to be as helpful and as supportive of a coach as possible. But if you're expecting perfection from me, it ain't gonna happen, okay? I got frizz in my hair. I'm constantly setting my own goals for my life. I'm constantly trying to improve. And I talk with my hands to the point where sometimes I will whack something while we're in the middle of a session. It's gonna happen, okay? I'm gonna share my life with you as we work together. That's not gonna be the focus of our sessions because this is not about me, this is about you, but I absolutely expect you to get to know me along the way because we are gonna be working closely together, and I think it's important for you to know the kind of person that's giving you guidance and giving you advice. All I can share with you is that I have found these methods to be effective. I have worked with other people who have found my methods to be effective, and now I wanna share them with you. The second thing I want you to take away from this video is if you are someone who feels like you don't deserve coaching, you don't deserve to work on your goals, you aren't deserving of this kind of time, I want to tell you that that is so wrong. We all deserve one-on-one guidance. We all deserve one-on-one care. Especially, you know, if you are a woman, if you are a gender non-conforming person watching this video, you are my audience. You are the people I want to connect with. And I'm telling you that 100%, I am sure you have run into parts of your life where you're wondering why you aren't getting the support you needed, and that is largely systemic. It's not just you. It's that chances are you're growing up in some sort of system that says that you aren't deserving of one-on-one support. It's not okay to invest entirely in yourself and your own goals, that you are meant to have a trajectory that doesn't offer support. And oh, it is what it is. That's really messed up. And when I think about my own life, it is one-on-one mentorship, it is therapy, and it is coaching that has brought me to a really good place in my life. Do I have challenges? Yes, it's 2020, okay? We are struggling in an unprecedented level these days. That does not mean that we should not be investing in ourselves. And in fact, the opposite is true. We should be investing more in ourselves because this is it, right? This is the body we're living our lives in. We gotta figure out how to optimize the things we can control in our life. We gotta optimize our careers. We gotta optimize how we're dealing with everything around us. And sometimes life feels like it can be really out of control. I believe in focusing as much as you can on what you can control, that tends to make us feel the most optimal versions of ourselves. If you are thinking about your own relationship with your body, your finances, your career, those are your things. You have a lot of agency and control in those things. And my aim and my goal, and honestly, like what I believe I've been called to do in this life is to support people as they grow in these areas and help guide them. You'll hear me say this a lot. You are the driver of your own life. I am like your GPS. I'm gonna help you get to where you wanna go. You're gonna tell me where we're going, and I'm gonna help you get to where you go. And you can choose to listen to me or you could choose not to. But at the end of the day, my commitment to you is to try to help you get where you wanna go in as effective a way as possible, okay? My goal is not to be like, you're going to the wrong place. My goal isn't to say, oh, let me just jump into the driver's seat for you. I'll take you there. That's just not how it works. And if you're hoping that coaching is gonna do that for you, it's gonna be tough. And that's a tough lesson, right? I sometimes want someone to take care of my life for me. That happens. I want to be able to surrender and say, I hope someone else can just deal with this shit for me because I don't want to do it. But at the end of the day, we are the ones that have to show up for ourselves the most. And coaching creates space for that. And if you need permission to say, I'm gonna try this, this is your permission. This is it. If you're looking for a sign and you're looking for someone to say, it's okay to invest in yourself in this way, hi, nice to meet you. It is really okay. It does not mean you need to be working with me, but use this as an opportunity to take a leap and say, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work with someone who's gonna help me set goals, figure out what the right goals are, and is gonna work with me and guide me so that I don't have to do it by myself. It's gonna be amazing. It really is. It really is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited to talk to you. I hope this tells you a little bit about myself and my methodology. Am I gonna be posting more videos so that you can get to know me? Absolutely. Am I gonna have more information down below on my About page, on my services page? Yes, absolutely, check those things out. Hopefully this tells you a little bit more about me, and I hope it makes you wanna take the next step. Contact me. I got a million contact links all over this site. Reach out to me. Let's schedule a consultation and get going. Stay safe and stay sound, and I can't wait to get in touch.